Salams and welcome. Excuse me. We're in winter here in South Africa. It's 6 o'clock, 27th of June on a Thursday. Got a bit of a flu, sore throat, headache. We're in winter, but in Pakistan, in the northern hemisphere, heat wave. 600 people have died in Pakistan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jannah al-Firdaus. Amin. Heat wave is a very serious medical situation. We've just heard that people returning from Hajj, more than 1,000 pilgrims have passed away in Hajj. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant Jannah al-Firdaus. So heat wave has affected Pakistan and various areas in the Indian subcontinent. Okay, so before we come to some of the symptoms and how to take care of dehydration, please remember that dehydration can affect you. Please be careful when you're playing sport, like for example golf, or you're doing outdoor activity. Maybe you're in construction, you're a builder, or you do outdoor activity. Maybe you're a gardener, you're a landscape gardener. Please remember the body gets rid of 2 liters of water every day. 80 ounces of water every day. So 80 ounces of water is approximately about 2 liters of water. And that is why you need to take in 2 liters of water. You lose water through your breathing. Every time you're breathing out, you're losing water. You're losing water through sweating. You're losing water through urination and defecation. Whenever you go to the toilet, you're losing water. Vomiting, you're losing water. Running a nose, you're losing water. You're losing about 2 liters of water every day. So try and get water into your body through the food you eat. You have a lot of fresh fruit, vegetables like carrots, lettuce, celery sticks, cucumbers, got a lot of water inside. And then pineapple, watermelons, all of these juicy fruit got a lot of water inside. And you drink a lot of water regular throughout the day. It also is whether you drink tea and coffee, all of that helps as well. Okay, when you're dehydrated, avoid alcohol at all costs. This I'm talking to the non-Muslim. Muslims obviously don't drink alcohol, but avoid alcohol at all costs, right? So the heat wave in Pakistan, let's get to the story now in Pakistan, where more than 600 people have passed away. More than 600 have died in over 6 days as Pakistan swelters. This is mainly in southern Pakistan. The Ida ambulance service said it usually takes around 30 to 40 people on a daily basis to the morgue. But in the last 6 days, it has collected 600 people. And on one day alone, more than 150 people on Tuesday alone have passed away from heat wave. The rising number of dead came as temperatures in Karachi soared above 40 degrees, and in some cases, it feels, because of the humidity, it feels like it's 50 degrees. People have been heading to hospitals seeking help. Several hospitals in Karachi admitted 300 people with heat stroke between Sunday and Wednesday. And interview was made with Dr. Imran Sarwar Sheikh, according to the media Reuters report. He's head of the emergency department, and out of those 300 that were admitted, 12 of them passed away. So even though they got to them to hospital in time, by the time they put up the IV drips, it was too late. Just remember that even 1% or 2% dehydration in the body can start having effects on your brain. You start feeling dizzy, you start feeling tired. If you're studying your exams, please make sure you're drinking liquids all the time. If you've got a hard work or a task to do at work, your computer work, then make sure you're drinking water all the time as well. Symptoms include vomiting, diarrhea, high fever. Many of those we saw, this is a doctor they interviewed, many of those we saw had been working outside. We've told them to make sure they drink plenty of water and wear light clothes in these high temperatures. The high temperatures began at the weekend. Not all those who needed help made it to the hospital. Some of them passed away before they could get there. For example, one patient was not feeling well. He came home early. He was a 56-year-old security guard. He just finished a 12-hour overnight night shift. He came home. He was feeling a bit tired. He came through the door. He told his wife, I can't handle this heat wave today. He drank some water and he collapsed. So please remember, when you're outside for a long time, even when you're playing golf, don't just grab a bottle like this. Don't worry, there's no cold drink in here. There's just water. I just pour water inside here. So don't just drink your water, gulp it down like this. I know you're thirsty. If you gulp the water down very quickly, it'll burst your brain cells and you can collapse. Always drink water slowly. Sip, stop. Sip, stop. Sip, stop. Don't go. I know some people do that, But please always remember, the faster you're going to drink it, you're going to swell your brain cells, especially if you're hot and you're dehydrated. So this fellow, he drank the water and he just collapsed immediately. Before he got to the hospital, he passed away. Karachi's struggle to cope with the high temperatures is made worse by regular power cuts. They also have load shedding like us in South Africa. Karachi is not the only part of Pakistan that is struggling to cope at the moment. Last month, the province of Sindh, of which Karachi is the capital, recorded a record-breaking temperature of 52.2 degrees. Whoa! The human body temperature is 37 degrees. If the outside temperature is 52 degrees, you have a problem with homeostasis, you have a problem with balance. That means your inside of your body is now cooking like an oven. Your inside of the body is like a microwave. It's like your kidney, your liver, your lungs, your heart, and your stomach is in a microwave. So in conditions like that, make sure you spray water on yourself, cool yourself down, get under the shade, put an umbrella, use umbrella, sprinkle water, get your body cooled down. Otherwise, once you start affecting your brain, and your brain is your main control center of the whole body. It affects your hormones, it affects your neurotransmitters, it affects the electricity in the brain. Then you're looking for problems. And then also across the board in India, the capital Delhi has also been enduring unprecedented heat wave, with daily temperatures exceeding 40 degrees and in some cases going to 50 degrees. And even in Saudi Arabia during Hajj, it was up to 52 degrees. Doctors in the city say they have never seen anything like it before. Experts agree that these sorts of extreme weather events are becoming more frequent as a result of climate change. This is also happening in Europe. The heat wave rose in Karachi expected to last into next week. Okay, so very briefly, just remember that the body is made up of 75% water, but the brain is made up of 85% water. So whether you are studying for exams or working at the office, even sitting at home, remember the minute your body is going to be even 1% or 2% dehydrated, you won't feel it so much in the body, but your brain, you're going to start feeling a headache, you start feeling confusion, you can't concentrate on your studies. So remember, the brain is the first thing that's affected with dehydration. So even though the body got 70% water, the brain has got 85% water. We are basically made up of water. That's why I must drink a lot of water. The whole body is just like a bag of water. You must drink water all the time, please. So some of the initially early symptoms, 1 to 2%, you start getting fatigue. Then you can start feeling drowsy in the afternoons. Your concentration gets affected. By 3 to 4% or by 5%, you start feeling dizzy. You start vomiting. Now you're getting serious. Start feeling dizzy, vomiting. You can now, your eyes start becoming glazed. Your eyes start losing focus. And then you can collapse by about 10 to 15% dehydration or collapse. Between 10 to 20% dehydration. By 20% dehydration, you're looking at terminal. That's looking at death already. So if you're not going to get the patient urgently to a hospital with IV and electrolytes, then you look for trouble. So the treatment for dehydration, basically, the best thing is water, but as I said, slip it very, very slowly. Don't just gulp it down, otherwise you're going to explode the brain cells, and then you're going to collapse. Okay, so slip it regularly throughout the day. Cool down, spray water, take a shower, try to get your temperature down, because otherwise your body is like a microwave inside. If you get to the hospital, they have to put up a IV drip with electrolytes. Please note the high-risk people are the elderly, the children, those with kidney stones, those with diabetes, blood pressure, and migraine. If you've got migraine, then dehydration is to make it worse. So please look after yourself. And if you've got elderly people or children in your family, then make sure that they look after themselves during heat waves, especially in heat waves. So this not only in Pakistan, but these are general guidelines for heat waves wherever you are. Please make sure you cool down, sit under the shade, sprinkle water on yourself. Drink water. Don't just gulp it down. Sip the water. Have a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of vegetables, a lot of water. That means when you have fresh fruit and vegetables, there's 2 ways to get water into your body. 3 ways. The one way is to drink the water. One way is to eat the water. You eat the water by eating fruit and vegetables. And the third way to get is to have a drip into your vein. Okay, let me know if you've ever suffered dehydration and how you've coped with that. Look after yourself. Stay well. Alhamdulillah.